Welcome. Thank you guys for taking up your Thursday evening with us. Hopefully we add some value today. And there's been a couple people that's jumped on this call a couple weeks ago. I see them 3 weeks in a row. And then they called me 2 days ago. I know these people, I don't want to say their name, but they called me and they asked me certain questions. I said, I've seen you on this call 3 times and they're still not following the brands, and so they're not getting the updates on their social media or anything else. And I'm like, guys, what are you, not you guys, but I'm saying this individual, why are you not following the instructions? If we give you guys some homework, now it's up to you guys what you do and what you don't do, but if you don't do these things and we get you guys on here, don't expect the leaders to want to take out 15 minutes of their day if they're giving you everything on a call like this and you don't follow that. If you follow exactly what they do and you have questions, that's awesome. But imagine telling your son or daughter to do step by step something and they don't do it step by step the next week and the next week. Then finally they're asking you exactly what to do. You get a little frustrated. We're all human. We want to help, but we also want you guys to take the little steps. You guys are perfect. I don't see that individual on the call tonight. I hope I didn't hurt their feelings, but we're all grown-ups. We've all got busy lives, and we're always here to help. So with that being, it's today's the August 22nd. Oh my goodness gracious.
It's flown by.
What?
The year's flown by, man. This is I think our 6th call now.
Is it really our 6th call? All right, Jake, what's this? You want to talk about this?
Yeah, so just to get started, I'm a community member just like all of y'all. I am a node operator. I don't work for any specific brand or company. I'm just like y'all. I just try to help step up and be a little bit of a leadership, just like Billy. But again, it's the same thing that any one of y'all can do. So we've opened these calls with the topic of community, like how it builds, what applications it can be built around, and what true power we actually have as community members. And so last week we did the example of, the ducks within the Jeep community, just something cool that Jeep did not do it. The CEO of Jeep, we talked about it'd be hilarious if there was like some conspiracy that maybe that he owned a rubber duck company or something. But no, like that's something that the Jeepers did on their own and it got adopted. And it's international, it's global. So just like the CrossFit community, that's something very massive. Some guys, got together and wanted to test their endurance and throw a bunch of weight around a bunch of times and start having competitions. And it's major now. I don't know if CrossFit's in the Olympics, but I do know that they have, those top tier competitions now, heavy sponsorships. Those groups get together, they get with manufacturers that invent new pieces of equipment to really test their bodies and their endurance, and just they can actually drive a lot of these things around the fitness industry. Another one is Harley. I mean, none of us have to even really hit too much on that topic to know that there's massive communities around Harley, like whether it's chapters or there's just, groups of friends that get together and ride together, but it's just this major brand that created a great product, but it was the community that rallied together and actually drove everything to where everyone wants to drive a Harley or ride a Harley and, go on amazing rides through the mountains or on hill country and have a good time on that. Adult fans of Lego. It's another one. That's a subreddit. It's adult fans that build Legos. You can go check out projects that they work together. And again, it's a product that was created. I don't remember if that's a Hasbro product or what, but this is, community coming together and rallying around some type of amazing product or service, and in turn driving that back into providing feedback and continuing to grow these products and services to where they become, the utmost supreme level to make the world a better place, in my opinion.
Awesome. Next. Oh, who's those people? Resources. All right, guys, if you're brand new joining us, when you go to jumponwithbilly.com, do yourself a favor. If you're new to these calls, go back and watch the first 3 of these videos, the first 3 weeks, because we do a great job, I think, breaking down exactly what it's going to take for us to get on these DeFi and ultimately the bigger exchanges. So do yourself a favor while you're cooking or cleaning or doing something around the house or on your way to work. Just pop that on, listen to it instead of listening to music. Really kind of educate yourself, but also pause the video when you get to a certain point that you haven't taken that action, and follow the steps that we give you, because listening to it and taking action are 2 different things. So take the time, the resources are there. And yes, every single thing that you do that we show you makes a difference. If right now, if I pulled up the phone, let me just check real quick. I'm just going to pull up what week is it? What are we doing? Galvin.
It's Galvin.
Let me go to Galvin real quick, because it's Galvin week that we're the leaders are all doing. I'm going to look at the first post that is 7 hours ago. Only 13 people. Teresa, Danny, myself, Dre Tuttle. I can't pronounce some of these names. Bonifield, I see you're on here tonight. Good job. He's on most of these, so he follows. So if you guys can, make sure you go to these posts, like them, and put good job, awesome, thumbs up, anything. We need activity on all of our socials. So if you guys can follow Galvin Health, galvin.health on Instagram, do Switch, do the top 5 brands. Even though maybe you don't have nodes on Galvin right now or Switch right now, but it only takes 2 or 3 seconds if you favor these. And if you don't know how to do that, go back, listen to the first 2 or 3 videos that we do right here on jumponwithbilly.com. Jake, myself, and Scott, we break it down really easy for you guys, but all of those little steps make a difference. And if you're not doing them, and you're wondering why we can't get these on exchanges, that is a big reason. We have to have community involvement on our social handles, on our Instagrams, on our Twitters. So if you have Twitter, great. Follow the brands, each one of them, and do a like, repost. If you have Instagram, most people have Instagram, make sure you're going in there, follow the brands, then favorite it. And we show you how to do that in the first 2 or 3 videos. So if you don't understand what that is, go in there and do that. It makes all the difference. If I look back 3 weeks ago on Galvin and Switch on these posts, we were doing 100 likes and 40 or 50 comments, and now it's kind of dropped back off. A couple of these have 7. No, that's a 25. We're averaging about 22 to 25 comments, and we should be in the hundreds. So we really kind of need to pick up the pace on that. To really kind of push these things out there. So let's try to work harder and do better on that. And make sure when you have new people, when you sign somebody up for a node, grab their phone, whatever. And what I would do, this is going to help you guys create more sales. If you grab the brand new person right when you sign them up and you pull up Galvin.help, you take their phone, you follow them, you favorite it. If you guys don't know, if you're brand new on here, I'll just show you real quick. You just follow it, and then when you hit the follow button right here, you push it down, it'll allow you to favorite it. And if you do that with the top 5 brands, what's going to happen every time they open up their Instagram, they're going to see our service. They know what Galvin is. Maybe they don't know that much about it. I heard who was the lady? You guys were just on that BB call a few minutes ago. The girl with the birthday. Who was that? You guys know, what was her name?
She's here on this call right now.
Yeah, I loved what she said earlier on that call. She said, I am so sorry, Adam. I didn't really know that much about Galvin. Guys, that was so powerful. I'm glad she said that, because if you grab somebody's phone right when you sign them up and you follow the first 5 brands, and they start seeing it pop up like, oh, wow, that's really cool. I didn't know that. They're going to be wanting to be more involved in that particular brand. That's why we try to highlight those on the BB calls. But if you do that with Element, Grow, Galvin, Switch, and those top, and what's the other one? You guys know what I'm trying to say. And they start seeing the message like, you know what? That's a really cool one. I think I want I want a node for that. They're going to dig in and start buying nodes. And who benefits from that? Number one, they do, most importantly, but number two, you as well, because you're their sponsor, you're the person that introduced them to this. So I do that with every single person when they come on. The first thing I do is say, can I borrow your phone? And I follow all 6 or 7 of our top brands. I favorite them. I said, when these pop up, I want you to start doing your homework on these and watch and listen to these things. I had 2 other people that got started with me this week because they were like, this is really cool. I didn't know this about this particular blockchain. I didn't know that about that blockchain. So if you guys can, make sure you do that. And it helps us as a community, and tell them to leave a thumbs up or awesome or whatever on that page. So that's really kind of all we need to say about that. What we got here? Calls are dedicated step-by-step instruction. Jake does a really good job on some of the other stuff when we go through there. So just watch those videos. They're really cool. A lot of great information on there. All right, next. It's our blockchain. Let's grow our community. We talk about this every week. Number one is to follow and engage on socials. I just went through that. So, and then obviously the link tree is on the website right there, jumponwithbilly.com. It will show you each one of the discords. It will show you the brands. It shows you all of that. So make sure you do that. Or if you want to scan it right now, but it's also on jumponwithbilly.com. You'll have all this information. This is really huge for you guys. I can't stress this enough. But we still don't have the activity that we really need. So every week, we're just going to remind you to jump on and do that. Next. All right, cool updates from the brands, dropping links in the chat. Our link demo, Galvin app demo, Element bracelet. Where are we talking about this on, Jake?
Yeah, so these are just the cool updates that have happened this week. There's actually going to be a little bit of a new resource as well for those that did miss these things. But there was an R-Leak demo video that was put out this week. Galvin did the G Plus app demo. Element did their pre-sale on the bracelets, and the Grow community call happened. So that's where these links are getting posted into the chats for recaps of those.
Yep, awesome. Next. Woo! All right, guys, let's talk about progress. Right here, 1 year comparison, and this is all because of you guys. Nobody can take credit for this. It's all of us combined. That's what I love about a strong community. But we also want to keep pushing because we're not there yet. In order to really see massive momentum, we really need at least 10,000 plus people following each one of these brands. So we've got a lot of work to do, but you can see how far we've came in 1 year. Connect last August compared to, wait, how do you read this? Compared to now? Oh, okay, I see. Right there. So we went from 594 to 1900. I think there's got to be more. Oh, that's Twitter. Okay, I see. Element, we've almost tripled. Galvin was already really high. Grow, doing a great job. I think we added like 400 that first or second call that we did, which was huge. Switch is killing it. Let's see, Instagram, I'm curious about this. Holy cow, Connect, we went from 460 to 2,000. Element had that many people on the Instagram? Wow. All right. Galvin, that was doubled almost 60%. Wow. Grow really grew. Get it? Grow, grew. And then Switch. Wow. Switch had a major jump. Discord, massive jump for Connect 1 year. I can't imagine where we're going to be next year. If you guys follow Jim Bunch and the game is always on, I really think by the end of the year with Connect, we should have well over a couple 100,000, if not 1 million plus in our Discord with Connect. And obviously that'll trickle into all these other projects, but 1,500 to 3,000. Are you guys seeing this? Galvin grew really big. So did Grow and Switch. Okay, great. This is all good stuff. All right, good job, guys, but we still need to work on this. Make sure every single person, when you get them set up or you're working with them out of conversation, hey, are you guys following each one of these brands? Are you in the Discord? That really kind of helps, and push them if they have questions, and if you can't answer it, the best place to get this is going into the Discord. That's when you have people like Jake, who is also Jad, J-A-W, or J-A-D, and you have Scott, and you have a couple other people, me here and there, but probably Jake is the number one guy that really kind of filters and does most of that work. I would probably say about probably 80% of it between him and Scott and another young lady, Billy Shelper, that kind of jumps in there and does most of this stuff. So these guys are a rock star when it comes to Discord. I'm more on the front side. They're more on that side of the fence there. So they kill it. So they're here to help. They're here to educate, and they're here to really bring you guys the right answers so you don't have to look all over. But Discord is the best place to get any answer for you. All right, next. Community resources. Jake, I'm gonna let you do this.
Yeah, so this is just some amazing community resources that, it's in the name. It's resources that were built by community members. So for instance, the buyswitchtoken.com, for those of you that don't know how to access tokens, early on, whenever there's limited liquidity, they're not on any major exchanges, you can't go on Coinbase and purchase it. You have to go through what's called a decentralized exchange. And so there is a complete walkthrough on how to purchase Switch on Uniswap. There's also, by Element, by Eyes, by Grow. There's been various resources built by community members, and that link is also in the resources section on the jumponwithbilly.com. So I would heavily recommend you go check out those sections and get up to learn how to do these things, and just go check them out, guys. That's I can't recommend it enough. Just go check them out.
And I think we're going to do something a little bit later if you guys stick around to the end, right, Jake? Or do we want to have them go ahead and start that? You want to do that now, or do you want to wait till the end of the call to do that?
No, we'll wait till the end of the call. I know I wanted Scott to go over his resource. I know he's sharing some, but actually presenting it. And then those that, those that want to stay on and go through the process of how to purchase, I'll do a live demo. There's going to be a giveaway, for those that want to stay on and actually participate.
I think we're one of the only calls that does a giveaway every single week. So that's another bonus of jumping on here. You guys will somebody will get something almost every single week with us here. So, all right, Jake, go ahead and keep going.
Yeah. So this is Scott.
All right. So I shared this earlier on the BB call. And one thing we were talking about this week is there's so many cool things going on with all these projects, but there's so much content going out, so many videos, so many calls. It's hard to see it all. So one thing we just wanted to do is kind of condense it all down into in case you missed it. So ICYMI. So it's a new acronym we all learned. I guess it's something the kids are saying. So there's the PDF. I'm going to drop this PDF. I've already posted it in Discord. I'll post it in the chat. So download this PDF, save it to your computer, share it with your friends, send it out to your teams, whatever. So in this PDF, there's clickable links. So we got the R-Link live demo, the Grow Marketplace, Kathy's Twitter Space recordings from this week, the Element pre-sale bracelet, and the Galvin demo. So I'll just walk through these real quick. So all these are linked from that PDF. So all these are like really exciting things. I shared this one on the BB call. Kathy was on a Twitter Space on Friday. 72.4 thousand people have listened to it. Really, really, really cool. The offset bracelet, the Galvin app demo, all these resources in one place. Try to make it really easy for you. And then this is the link tree that we dropped earlier. If you're unfamiliar with what a link tree is, it's just basically a link of a lot of other links. So it's just really keep it easy together. So it's all the different brands, their Discord, Twitter, Instagram, and token contract address all in the same place. So this is the link tree that we made that kind of has all the brands together, just to try to make it easy to share, easy to follow. These are designed for mobile. So just save this on your phone, or you could text this link to somebody and say, hey, like Billy was saying, when somebody signs up, say, hey, give me your phone for a second. And hey, let me open your Instagram, and just like, I'm going to follow these projects for you. I'm going to make them a favorite or a close friend. So you're going to get, they're going to pop up in your algorithm. And then I'm going to show you obviously, if you're on this call, you've been to this website because this is where the Zoom link is. But on this website, You can watch all the previous videos. So this is call number 7, guys. We got 6 on there. So you can watch all the previous videos when they're doing a demo. You know, hit pause, rewind it, watch it again, hit pause, rewind it, watch it again until you get it. The better you understand this, the easier it is to sell it, you know. And then just all these links in one place, including the governance pages of the blockchain. Really, I mean, it's more like legal documents, but it's just cool. Just if somebody's asking questions about it, they're all linked right here.
Hey, go back, Scott. Go back there. So right here, for those that were on the call that I did last night, I think we had 160. I don't remember exactly how many with Patty and Herb. When I was explaining to everybody the governance, I want you to click on that real quick, Scott or Jake, and I want you to kind of go through that for just a second. I was explaining to them because they were calling it our corporate team. I said, there's no corporate team. It's a core team because nobody has control. The DAO is in control. It controls the distribution of the tokens, the nodes, and we all vote on everything. So this right here, for those that didn't understand that last night when I was on that Zoom, download this, go through it. But there's a graph that I think Scott did. Scott, you know that picture I'm referring to?
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah, as I'm talking.
I know what you're talking about.
This is the easiest way for you to understand what the DAO does and how the structure is. Right there it is. Boom. So right here, Scott, go ahead and walk them through that.
Okay, so Switch, the company, and this is just all these projects are very similar. This is just the Switch as an example. Okay, so Switch, the company, that's Kathy and Brad, and they're building products and services. They're over by themselves. So they're over here to the side, right? They're on the left. Okay. You see Switch, the blockchain, is completely separate. So the Switch DGF, that's the community. That's us. So if you see, like, if you notice the cloud, the nodes and the token and the DGF are inside that cloud, and you notice that the company building is way over there. So Kathy and Brad don't run the blockchain. We do. You know, they run the company. But like, as far as like things for the blockchain, things for the community, we run that. There's another great video. I'll find it and drop it in the chat, or I don't know if Jake or Kim, if you could find it, but there's a great video that compares the blockchain and the governance of the blockchain to a homeowners association. So if you think of it as like Kathy and Brad were real estate developers, and they bought a piece of land and they chopped it up into lots. Obviously, those are the nodes. So they sold the nodes. And then once so many of these lots were sold, the homeowners association takes over. That's us, right? So we're the homeowners association of the blockchain. So if we want to do something, like, we can do it. We vote, we put in a proposal, we vote on it as node owners, and we can run the blockchain. Kathy and Brad are they're with it. They're community members too, but they're not running it. They're a participant like us. So yeah, so this is the light paper. And again, these are the governance documents. This is a lot, I understand. And these are like not fun documents to read, but it's really important to know that this is behind the scenes of how this is all structured. It's very, very forward thinking and unique. The way these are structured is really cool, because this is a new, new technology, and like it's not like there's the rules were written and regulations were written for this. So this is a cool way to do it.
Absolutely. And guys, when people, I heard somebody on the last call, the gentleman, I can't remember his name. He said, he was talking about someone asked him if it was one of these pyramid things. That's a really cool thing about what we do. There's no corporation that owns this. Once again, it's community ran. Everybody that's involved with this, we all get paid the exact same way, which is through our distribution of the nodes. We've never had a token sell, which is an ICO. It's very important to understand. People, the federal government frown. It's not illegal, but they frown very heavily on ICOs, initial coin offerings, where people go sell tokens up front and then they raise money and then they go try to build the back end. We're just the opposite of that. We already had money up front. We built the front end. And now all we do is sell software nodes. We get a distribution. So we all win exactly the same. Some may win because they got 1 or 2 nodes. Some may win because they got 10 to 20 nodes. Some may win because they got 40 to 50 nodes or more, whatever the case is. But our distribution is the same. Every single node has the same distribution. Some may just have more nodes. But that's the really cool part about all of this is we all win together. And that's why when we talk about community driven, it's truly community driven. It's truly community, us all pulling together on every aspect. And that's why we're doing this call, is simply to show people this is all about the community. This is all that we're trying to do is help you guys, teach you this side of the business, because you guys are really getting the node part down, which is great. You're learning about the products, great. But this is the other part of that, because the most important part, we can have all the node knowledge we want. We can have all the product knowledge we want. But if these never really get on exchanges, well, I mean, that's ultimately what we all want. Let's just put it that way. So that's why we're here to teach you a little bit more of this side, what it's going to take to get these onto exchanges.
Yeah, that's just such an amazing resource that, just to recap what Scott put out in case you missed it, there's so much going on in each one of these platforms and projects that it is hard to keep up with everything. I mean, we completely get that. And we're starting to see major strides for the products and services that are being built on our blockchains that, having them all organized in one place is just such an amazing thing. So thank you, Scott, for just being an invaluable asset to our entire community and, producing things that, I have no idea how you even come up with some of these ideas, but they are super valuable to us.
We like to give Scott a hard time, but he's a really smart cookie here and there. All right. What else we got, guys?
I guess that we will go into the live demo.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, so I'm sure y'all heard us mention a lot that it's Galvin week. And actually, Billy, I don't know if we've ever actually covered this. So some people may actually be confused whenever we talk about a week or the BB call. And
well, I don't, yeah, because there's a lot of people on here that aren't on the BB call. I know several people on here that aren't. So yeah, let's go slowly. As Danny always likes to say, if Danny's on here, he'll get a giggle out of that. Slow down, guys. We're new. You have to talk slower. I was like, Danny,
well, I even mean speaking to them on that. Like, if you're not a block bot, like, oh my God, the incentives that, we have right now of being early adopters and early into builders and being a block bot. I can't even fathom what's out there and what you're missing. So if you're not a block bot, push as hard as you can to be a block bot and join us this next week.
Let's talk about that real quick before you do your demo. Who in the chat right now is not a block bot? Please raise your hand. I know Cece's not, but we're going to work on her this week. Who is not a block bot? Please go in the chat real quick for us. Donnie, raise the hand. Johnny, great. Who else? I'm not Zoom user. I don't know who Zoom user is. There's no name there. If it doesn't say your name, say me.
Bernard and Kathy, Jules, Shelby. Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're not going to be talking about how to be a blog bot on this particular call, but I want you to do this. If you're on this call and you're not a block bot, what I want you to do is reach out to the person who is your sponsor that got you going. And let me tell you something. As leaders, we're looking for runners. We're looking for people that want to run. And sometimes we're up here running. And if you're not saying, me, coach, me, put me in, coach, help me, coach, sometimes you'll get overlooked, not purposely. We're just running. So let me tell you why. And those that are block bots on here will tell you how invaluable it is to be a block bot. Number one, I'll give you a little teaser. Every single morning at 8 a.m. PST and 4 p.m. PST, we get on a call and we set daily goals, and then we go out and help each other. But we have giveaways every single week. And every week they're different. And you also get up to date that day what's going on with each and every brand. So your pulse is on everything. So it's definitely a learning curve, but there is a lot of invaluable information that you get to learn as a block bot. So if you're on this call, if you're not a block bot, reach out to the person that got you and say, please help me get to Blockbot so I can qualify for some of these really cool things. And right now, for those that are Blockbot, let me give an example. If you were a Blockbot right now and you help somebody on your team become a Blockbot, this week's special, they're giving you $1,000 to go out and create a Blockbot. So we're incentivized by helping you, but you got to raise your hand and tell the person that helped you get in, I want to be a Blockbot. Help me get there, because you win also, because you're going to be in the circle of the knowledge, the updates. There's giveaways for new block bots. There's a lot of really cool stuff. And right now I think we have 400 block bots, and we average about 150 per day on our call. Our goal is to get that to 4,000 in the next, I think, 90 days. So we want to help you get there. It's up to you to kind of reach out and say, get me there, help me there. And you've got to put in the work. But I can tell you, if you put in the work, not only do you get paid more, thank you, Lisa, you get paid more commission when you go out and do the work. We have promos a couple of weeks ago for every node that I sold. Let's just say I sold 2 switch nodes and 1 Galvin. And if I sold that, I got 2 switch nodes and 1 Galvin for free. We do buy one, get ones. We do a lot of really cool stuff. So it benefits you in a big, big way if you want to dive in and really run with us. So we encourage that. We want you to run with us. We want to help you, because we got to grow this thing and get massive momentum. All right, go ahead, Jake. Sorry about that.
Yep, no, perfect. I just wanted to clarify why we are going to focus on eyes now, because that was the topic, because it was Galvin week. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen real quick here. And so for those that are new and don't have a follow-up on this, this is MetaMask, which is a third-party wallet. This is actually a plug-in extension, or you can get the application on your phone. And I just want to introduce you to that. There are YouTube videos on how to set up a MetaMask wallet. I'm not going to get into that now, but watch that. And then if you need to watch a recap.
Maybe we can, guys, what Jake's about to show you, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cut him off, but I want you to really put on, if you got a pen and paper, take out a pen and paper, and or make sure you go back and watch this video, because if you learn what Jake's going to do later on, this is going to be a very valuable tool for you guys. So learn exactly what Jake's doing. And after this call, usually within 72 hours, this replay is going. But Jake actually taught me this years ago. He is the master at this, but please pay attention, take some notes on what we're doing. Afterwards, go back and watch this video. Sorry, Jake.
Yeah, no, thank you, Billy. That's absolutely right. Like everyone, this is a very serious subject. This is something that tremendously helps out the community if we all participate this. And so step 1 is you need to fund it with Ethereum. You have to cover the gas. And then I also normally stay in Ethereum inside my MetaMask wallet, just so for that sole reason of I'm swapping anyways and always want to keep gas in there. Obviously, I am empty right now. I could do this from multiple ways. I can actually go in here and I can purchase some. I can go to the Switch platform. I can purchase some ETH and send it, or any other external exchange of my choice. I can actually send into this wallet. What I'm actually going to do here for those that are building upon their skills and knowledge that they've learned throughout the past few weeks with us is you can actually send your Tether here. So whether you're earning from Connect Pay or you've just acquired some Tether or USDC from somewhere else, I'm actually going to swap some of this for Ethereum. Now, yes, you can do this for other tokens, but obviously I don't have any Ethereum in there to even cover the gas fee to do that. So I'm swapping for ETH. If you're new, don't really pay attention to this part right here, because this isn't applicable, but I was going to do this earlier, and I actually wanted to show this to build upon some of the previous calls. Oh, of course, actually.
No.
Yeah.
You want me to send you some real quick?
Yeah, if you want to, I can.
What?
Yeah. Let me
Do
Let
me
me
a
just
private,
check something.
Jake, send me your address right there in a private chat real quick.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this screen real quick. Do you want to maybe go over some more?
You want me to send you USDT or ETH?
It's gonna be ETH.
Okay,
Hey,
just send
hey,
me
Jake.
the address in the private chat.
Why don't you share your screen and show people how to find your wallet address on a MetaMask?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I mean, it looks like that's a demo wallet you got set up just for this.
Yes, it is. It is.
Because I mean,
So
this,
I'm
just the act of sending crypto from one person to another, I think is a great teachable moment.
Yep, that's perfect. Here. Inside of MetaMask.
Guys, and
And
if this is confusing for you, it's okay because you're brand new. Take your time. Don't get frustrated by any means. Just it will come to you, but you've got to start seeing it over and over and over before you sometimes get it. So don't get frustrated if seems overwhelming to you. Danny's told me to say that 10 times, by the way.
I know it comes secondhand to us, but it's something that once you learn this, like it really does become secondhand. It's like anything. At one time, it was difficult to even type your credit card in. Billy, I sent you the address, but for those that are watching, because Scott, that's a perfect point. Is your address is actually right here underneath the account at the very top. This shows that we're on the Ethereum mainnet network, and we can copy this address right here. So what I would do is paste this for Billy, or let's say I was actually sending to myself. So now I have this wallet, and I would go into another Ethereum wallet. Obviously, I'm not going to send from my own wallet to itself, but I want to show you this process if we were in some type of external wallet. And we're going to go to send, and that's where you would actually paste
Jake,
your receive address.
I don't see it.
I put it in the in our Signal group.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so whenever you actually put the receive address in here, this is where you'll type in your balance. It's going to be primarily rated in Ethereum, and then it's going to have like a USD value. Most, like, all wallets aren't exactly the same, but for the most part, they're starting to become pretty standardized. But you can swap that to where you would type in the USD equivalent, and it will actually send that amount of ETH to that wallet.
Jake, is that USDT or
Ethereum?
Okay. You want me to show them what I'm doing and sending it?
If you want to share your screen, yeah.
Let me see. How do I not make this a full? Let me move this. Hold on. Let me go over and grab it, the address, and I'll show everybody. Okay. Let me pull it back up. All right, guys. I'll just show you guys exactly. Ooh, what did I just do? There we go. Share screen. Boom. I'm going to show you guys exactly what we're doing. I'm going to copy the address. Boom. And then I'm going to go here to MetaMask. I just copied Jake's address. This is as simple as it is to send money to somebody or crypto tokens. So we go in here. And what happens, and Jake will show you, this is how you import like Rev and Grow and Eon and Element and Switch. I load all these up here. And by the way, that adds another wallet too. But let me see here. I'm going to send you, you say ETH?
Yeah. Yeah, just like $5 or something, because I'm going to swap my own USDT over to replenish.
Okay. All right. So
I drained it down for that last transaction that we sent out last week, I guess. And I guess the price has fluctuated enough to not cover a transaction tonight.
Boom, there it is.
Yep, that's it.
And then I don't even know, 0.001. No. $10. All right, there we go. $10 good?
Yeah.
All right. Boom. I just hit next. All I did was type $10 worth in there. $10.59. And look here. You're sending, why is it telling me that? Estimated charges negative 0.004. Why is it doing that?
It's saying it's going to deduct your balance out.
Yeah.
So because it looks like gas fee is only 12 cents, so it's fairly cheap to send right now. So
Oh,
you
here
can
we
just
go.
confirm that,
Boom.
yeah.
Boom. All right. So confirm. There we go. And
So
Jake
for
will show
those,
you how fast it hits his account. If you want to pull up, I'll stop sharing.
yeah, let me go ahead and share. For those that have never sent or received crypto, this is a pretty cool look to actually. We've never shared two sides of a transaction before.
All right, boom. I stopped sharing. You guys saw what I did. I just went into Ethereum. I put $10 and I sent it over to Jake. Jake, if you now he's sharing his screen, you guys will see it. It'll pop up just like that. That's how easy it really is. So you shouldn't be nervous or scared or anything else. It's really that simple.
Yep. So now I've received this. I'm going to for the more skilled, like adept skilled, I'm going to go ahead and swap this like I was talking about. If you're new to MetaMask, just kind of tune out for a second while we're doing this, or maybe just keep it in the back of your mind. But don't let this confuse you, because I'm going to do a clear step-by-step intro after I do this. I'm going to go ahead and swap like $60 worth.
Yep.
All right. Because I know we did some calls, I think it was Saturday, and some people were talking about like, hey, how can I take some of my earnings from Connect Pay, like my Tether? How can I take that and go purchase some of these tokens? And so this is the perfect example of what you can do to move your Tether over to MetaMask to go ahead and start purchasing some of these tokens.
And another really cool thing, guys, if you guys have got a lot of you guys know people that don't have enough money for maybe a grow node or certain nodes and they really want it, but they want to get started. This is a great example of what you can do right now. 100%.
So here we are. We now have a funded Ethereum wallet thanks to Billy to cover the gas fee. I saw someone asked real quick on that. So that is the fee that goes to the Ethereum miners, the nodes that, well, it's not, we'll get way into proof of work, proof of stake there, but that is what's actually going out to the node network for Ethereum that they're earning for the work that they're producing or performing. So now that we have Ethereum in here, that is step one. You have a funded Ethereum wallet. Step two is you're going to go to a website called coinmarketcap.com and search for the token that you're wanting to actually purchase. So here we're going to go to eyes and confirming this is Galvin. It has the same logo. And once you're on this website for CoinMarketCap and Galvin, the token of your choice, you actually need the Ethereum contract address for the token. And what that is, it's just a really complicated thing that says, like, you know, it's a string of letters and numbers that is the smart contract for the specific token. And so we're going to copy that. You can actually, I know for some people, you can actually go and click the MetaMask if you want your extension to pop up, and it goes ahead and pre-populates that. But if you're on your phone or something, I usually teach people to copy the clipboard and actually paste it in. So I can show you both ways. That's completely fine. But inside of your MetaMask now, you may only have Ethereum here, or you're going to, because you have it. I've already imported some other tokens in here. But at the very bottom, you'll scroll down here and you'll see this button that says import tokens. When you click import tokens, it's going to first bring up a search function. Now, we may or may not be popular enough to where you can just type in eyes here. In the future, I feel like you'll be able to type in eyes and skip this entire step here. But for now, you have to go over to this tab that says custom token. Whenever you click on custom token, you'll see it has a field for you to populate to type in the token contract address. So that's where we're going to paste the token contract address that we copied from the MetaMask website. Here you'll see that it has already populated. The token symbol is eyes, and then it recognized that the token decimal is 8. So this all looks good. We'll go ahead and proceed to next, and then importing it. If you ever have accidentally sent tokens, or not even accidentally, but you've sent tokens to this wallet, don't freak out if you don't see them. The only reason is because you haven't imported the contract address. Whenever you do import it, this is where it'll show that you actually have them existing within this wallet. So I'll import it. And I guess to expand a little bit on that, this all is one wallet address. This is your wallet address. The thing that segregates these different buckets is that contract address. That's how it knows whether I have Switch going here, Grow going here, Win, USDT, EYES, or even Ethereum's mainnet token, Ethereum. So for those that get confused thinking like, well, they all have the same receive address, that's why. That is actually what differentiates them, is the token contract itself. So now that we have EYES imported and available inside of our MetaMask, we'll go to the Ethereum wallet. We'll actually click on it and go into it. If you're on the phone, same thing. And you'll see this feature here called swap. That's what we're going to push. And so you're going to be populated first with Ethereum or whatever you're going to be swapping out of. And then you'll see a down arrow that shows the token that you're going to be swapping into. So we're going to hit this select token, and that's where we're going to type in our freshly imported EYES. So you can see confirmed here that this is EYES that I'm wanting to purchase, and I will click that. So now this swap feature is showing that I'm wanting to go from Ethereum to EYES. This is actually priced in Ethereum here, so you may have to play around with the number sum. It doesn't actually have that that aggregator wheel that I was showing you earlier that swaps it into USD. So I'm going to play around with some figures a little bit. So that's what I wanted, $50 worth, so 0.02 ETH worth. And it's fetching me some quotes right now to show exactly how much EYES this is going to purchase. All right, so it's going to purchase 235,000 EYES for that $52. If you ever do see something that comes up as like price impact or differential, you can lower this amount. What that's saying is there's not enough available at that current tick price. Like let's say it's 0.00023, that it's saying you're going to purchase all of it up at that going rate. And then it's going to have to move over to the next tick price up, which would be 0.000, 24 or 25, 26, maybe in 0.0003. So you're going to actually have to purchase up that next price, which is going to move that candle in that direction, because that is now the going market rate for that token. If that's confusing for you, just know that if you get that price impact, you can lower this amount, or maybe you're okay with knowing that you may end up with a little less as you purchase the price up. So I'm going to let this quote go back through. Maybe one will pop up. We'll see. If not, no. Okay. So it pretty much changed or stayed exactly the same. So I'm going to go ahead and go through with this swap. And it'll take a little bit to go through. If it ever does fail on you, the Ethereum network is a lot more robust than it used to be. But if it ever does fail on you, all you have to do is just go through the same process again. It took a little bit of your gas fee, but that's it. Like if you ever think like, oh, my swap never went through, that's why. And while we're waiting, I guess I'll talk about the giveaway. So what we're going to do is we're going to give this EYES away to one lucky winner. We're going to go till 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's this exact time right now, tomorrow. For anyone that purchases at least $5 worth of eyes between now and then, we're going to pick a random wallet and drop this eyes into their wallet. We'll announce it in Discord, but there's not going to be any other things to do other than whoever purchases between now and tomorrow $5, you'll get a chance at that. So now that may be, you may have multiple $5 transactions, but as long as there is a transaction for $5 between now and then, so if you want to go purchase $100 worth and do it in 20 transactions, you may have a higher odds of being chosen. Okay, so now it looks like our swap is complete. You can see that my Ethereum balance dropped, and scrolling down to eyes, you will see that this wallet now holds 231,000 eyes, or a value of $53.
I didn't realize that was muted.
Yeah, and actually, look, there's some other people that are purchasing alongside.
Yeah, I see them in the chat saying they just bought $5, $10 worth.
Yeah, so amazing. I mean, this is exactly what we want to drive, is educational, like how people can participate outside of earning from their nodes, purchasing the token if you're wanting to do that. Because we're going to teach the average consumer how to do this. If y'all don't fully understand this, let me go ahead and I'm going to unshare my screen now. But if y'all don't fully understand this, like, y'all got to remember, there's only 100,000 smart nodes, and that's it. After they're all sold, they're done. Like, that's it. Those node owners own those nodes. Now, there may be some secondary market in the future, once they're like tokenized, and people maybe want to sell some or move them to different wallets. But we're here to change the world. Like, we're here to drive actual consumerism to a fair network that's going to fix, I think, like a ton of different problems in a ton of different industries. But so for eyes, for instance, what if, forward-looking statement, someone wants to purchase a gym membership, or maybe they want to pay for their pharmaceuticals, or go to a doctor visit, or do a telehealth, and they don't own a smart node. They're not earning eyes, but maybe they only accept eyes. Well, now that consumer is going to have to go on the open market, just like we did, and purchase eyes to utilize that. And so that's what it's going to take for the average consumer to do these things. Now, there's other things that are happening behind the scenes that, Switch is making things easier for people to on-ramp, and multiple other technologies that, in the future, I really feel like crypto's it's going to be just the base technology, just like the internet, that no one knows exactly how it works, but they utilize it. That's what I feel like, even though there is true ownership, I think that it's going to become so well polished, especially with technology like Switch is utilizing for Switch Pay, that people aren't really going to realize the technology that they're using it. They're just going to know how to use it. And, we're the ones that are benefiting because we're pioneering all of this. Well, go through and see if there was any questions. Billy, did you see any?
I answered them.
Okay, good. And I see Scott posted some of the deck screener for the real time, so thank you.
I see at least 7 purchases on Dex Tools.
Very nice.
8. Just another one popped up.
And if you're watching this recording, go ahead and do it now. Follow through.
Priscilla just bought $29 worth. Great job, Priscilla. Judy just bought $39.27 worth.
I love it. Yeah, I'm seeing these transactions come through.
So do I buy or swap?
It's swap.
Yeah, you just want to swap. If you have Ethereum or USDT, which you can pull from your Connect or your other wallets, you just swap it. Correct. I just bought $5.28 from Michael. Good job, Michael.
So
guys,
you could
go ahead, Scott.
I was gonna say you could watch a Dex screener. So this is another one from Dex Tools is the website, but Dex refers to decentralized exchange. So DEX, decentralized exchange. So Uniswap is the exchange. So these are just pulling data so you can kind of like watch the market live on a certain token. So this is watching the DEX screener or watching the DEX order book buys and sells for the EYES token. So it's kind of cool. Like we can watch this real time as these come in. So you can see these buys while we've been on the call. Like this is us. Like all these transactions are people on this call. Really, really cool to watch and see this, especially as we do this each week. And the quantity of these get a little bit bigger as we're all learning and doing this together.
Guys, this
Guys,
is so
remember-
cool. Yeah, go ahead, Jake.
I was saying, remember, I'm going to give away that $50 in EYES to one person or one wallet transaction. That, you know, for every $5 that's purchased in those transactions or multiple transactions, going to randomly drop it in one of them.
And with that, Jake, you know, so how he's going to do that is he can watch the transactions. Now he's not going to know, okay, that's Billy or that's Scott, but he can see like the wallet address. And so he can go in there and just pick one of these wallets and drop it in there.
So Lisa's being very creative. Lisa's making multiple buys and multiple purchases. So she enhances her chance of winning. So Lisa, thanks for thinking outside the box and great job.
Yep.
You can go in there and you can buy $5 or $10 or 20 or 30 bucks each and every time, as many times you want, because it's random. We don't see the name, so nobody will know. So you can do it as many times. We're just going to choose a random one. So good job.
Yep. And
Now
then
I have 24,000. Now I have 24,000 eyes. Good job, Gabriel.
Yep. Yep. That's what I was going to say is, like, you know, you're now fresh owners of EYES that has been acquired from the open market.
And guys, if you don't have a node for certain blockchains, I would do this one each and every one that you don't have a node for. If you don't have a Switch, do it with Switch. If you don't have a Galvin, obviously do it Galvin. If you don't have Element, do it for Element. So I would do this with each. That way, when and if we get a win there, you're still a part of that win. And now you created a story sell. So it doesn't matter how many you have, but, you know, imagine if you could get up to 100,000 eyes or 100,000 rewards in each one of them that you don't have a node. And then it hits a couple pennies. Now you just got your first pop and now it's infectious. You're going to be telling everybody, look what I did. How cool is this? Blah, 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 blah. So these are really cool things. And you can teach your friends and neighbors how to get in the game as well. So this is what it's all about, is teaching, educating, letting people know that crypto's not a scary world. It's a learning curve. And people like Jake and Scott and myself, we're just here because we were all where you were at one point, and we just enjoy helping, showing, and teaching you guys because it's a fun experience once you understand and once you go through that process. The more you go through it, the more familiar you are and the more people you can help. And I can tell you comfortably 4 years ago, no one in my family other than me was in crypto. Now my mother, my brothers, my nieces, my nephews, every single person in my family has 10 nodes or more. And none of them knew anything about it. Even my 26 and 27-year-old nieces, every single one of them have that. So this is a really cool thing. Make it a family thing. Make it maybe have a block party with your neighbors. You know, just if you really are passionate about teaching and helping people, it will come back to you tenfold once things start happening, and people are going to get really excited and look at you as the expert and share. And there's Jake and all of us are always here to help you guys. All right, what's next?
So one thing I'll add. So I'm sharing my screen again. So there's the Grow marketplace, right?
Yep.
So we know right now you can go on and with the Grow token, buy these steaks, buy this honey. Billy showed us his steaks at night. Okay. So Galvin has already announced they're going to be opening a marketplace like this with certain vendors to sell like supplements and online pharmacies that you'll be able to purchase those products with the EYES token. Like that's already announced. And supposedly Adam said they have a waiting list of people that want to accept EYES for their services, just like Grow is doing. And that's the eyes token. So that's coming down the pipe.
Perfect. Michelle, yeah, just take your time. You got a bit lost where to get receive address. All right, Jake, real quick, show her real quick the receive address. Go to Coin Market Cap and show her.
Well, so I'm guessing she means the receive address to fund her MetaMask.
Oh,
Is that correct?
Michelle, are you which I got a bit lost wait, to get receive address. I'm trying to move from Connect to MetaMask, she said.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
move her tokens from Connect over to MetaMask. Okay, yeah. So right there at the top.
So that's what it is. Yeah, right underneath your account, it's this all Ethereum wallet address start with a 0x. And then it's going to be a long string of letters and numbers up here at the top. So you're going to copy this and go to your send inside of Connect and paste that in there.
You got it. She said, got it.
Okay, good deal.
That's the part she missed there. Okay, good stuff.
Look at all these
Guys, we're actually 10 minutes over, but we love helping you guys. Let me see here. We've only lost 5 people, so we want to be cognizant of your time, respectful of your time. Any other questions you guys have for any of us, real quick, before we close out? Jake, do we have anything else?
No, I'm just I'm thinking like it's awesome. Look at this community rally. Everyone buying, coming in.
Yeah, look at that. You guys are kicking some butt. That's awesome. Any other questions for us, guys? Let us know real quick. Make sure I tell you what, next week for the person that can bring the most guests on this call, what do we do for them next week, Jake or Scott? If they bring 3 people or more to this call, we'll do something special. We'll have to think about it, but we'll do something for you. So whoever has the most guests next week that's not normally on this call, it can't be someone that's already on here. If you can get 3 new people on or more on this call, we'll pick a lucky person and do something for you. So invite. Let's try to get right now we're at 60. Let's try to get over 100 plus people next week on the call. All right. Anything else, Scott? Thumbs up. Jake, anything else?
No, I definitely want to thank everyone for paying attention and learning with us each week.
Guys, if you guys got value out of this, just imagine if you could get 3 to 5 or 10 of your teammates on here, your friends, your family, and let them learn with you. It's infectious if you got 3 or 4 or 5 people in your circle all doing this. But if you're the Long Ranger and you're the only one in your team on here, you want to be inviting people here. So the more knowledge they have, the faster you grow as a team there. So get your team on next week. Try to get as many of your friends and co-workers that are already in Connect on here with us. All right. So
hey Billy,
yep.
I think it'd be cool. Like, so, me and you and Jake, like if we got everybody on the call, like if you're on this call, we want to help you make BB. Like,
let's do that.
It doesn't matter if you're on like, somebody else's team or some, like Billy's not your sponsor, Jake's not your sponsor, I'm not your sponsor. Like when the tide comes in, all the ships rise,
Yep.
Like if you're on this call, like we want to help you get to BB, then we want to help you get to BB5 and, or the other BBs on this call. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, hey, you're on this team. It doesn't matter. Like, we're all in this together. Like, we all have the same goals, So,
yep.
Drop in Discord if you're like, hey, it'd be cool, or hey, Billy, I'm having this problem when I'm trying to sell. Like, what would you do? Like, you got the master sales guy. Like, so like, let's help each other. If you got questions, like, hey, I've had this problem, can Billy address that next week? And, let's help each other.
Yeah, I'll be happy to do that next week. If you guys have a sales problem, I know we kind of go through that a little bit on the BB, but if there's something, since the game is always on, if you guys have something, a sales question, I'll be happy to answer that next week and help, or before then, if you have it before then, but just bring a question or two and bring the people. We got to consistently have over 100 plus people. We're a little shy tonight, but we're happy to do that. Who wants to go to Labor Day Grow Barbecue in Orange County? Oh, there you go.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Jake loves a barbecue. Jake's actually a partner of the barbecue company. I'd love to be BB, but I can't sell any nodes. I've been trying to sending out emails by list, but no go. That's
Takes time.
absolutely the worst way to do it, Michael. Sorry. I would never send an email out trying to get him. There's no emotion in an email. You have to be excited. Excitement draws excitement. If you ever seen somebody in a casino that's winning money, everybody's jumping, you walk over instantly because you want to know what's going on. If this truly gets in you, the first thing you want to do, I personally do, I start with my inner circle. Guys, and here's my pitch. You guys can listen, take notes, whatever. Every time I talk to somebody and they're like, hey, what's new? That's your entry point right there. What's new? What's happening? When someone asks you that question, oh my goodness, you'll never believe what happened. I've linked up with the largest blockchain development company in the world. I'm so excited. I work with some multi-millionaires. You can say that or not say that. Some people love saying it. Some people don't want to say that. That's fine. And very successful entrepreneurs, you can say it that way. They're the biggest in the world doing what they do. And they brought me on as a partner. They brought me in as one of them, and they're teaching me exactly how they've had success in the past. And wow, I am blown away. Just tell them your personal story. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but tell them your personal story and say, man, it's really exciting. We get on these community calls, we learn, we're backed by some really cool, and then talk about whatever blockchain you're the most passionate about. Maybe it's the fitness one with Galvin. Maybe it's grow with the meat. I mean, there's some vegan people out there, so you got to be careful. But whatever blockchain really tickles you, and just say, man, this is a one example of it. I'd love to get you on a call with one of our business partners and share a little bit. If you know anybody that might be interested, then I'd love to expose you to this. Matter of fact, if I help you set up a Connect wallet, maybe I can send you your first crypto you ever had, just like Jim teaches in our BB call. So I would never send an email and expect any response on that. So I try to stop doing that. I just pick up the phone. I know that when you're new, the phone feels like a 500-pound gorilla because it's heavy, and it's like you're scared because you don't want to say the wrong thing. But if you're just excited, that's all you really need is excitement. Say, hey, listen, I'm brand new. I don't know everything. I'm just learning. That takes away all of that frustration or that anxiety of having to know the answer. If you just tell them, I'm brand new, I don't have the answers, but I'd love to get you on with somebody if you have interest. And then you put them on with the phone with somebody and share the videos. The tools do all the heavy lifting for you. Can I send you a quick video? And then go in your back office under the share button. What is a node? That's the one I send out to every single person. What is a node? And I send that to them. I said, tell you what, can you shoot me a quick text right when you're done? Or can I check back with you in 5 minutes if you can watch this? And then you always ask them, what did you like best about what you just saw? Not what did you think? What did you like best? That forces them to say something positive. If you say, what do you think? All kinds of negative can come out. Frustration. I have no clue what it's about. What did you like best about this? And then go from there. So those are just a couple little bitty tips that might help. But as long as you're passionate, excitement, show them a video, let the video do the heavy explaining and the workload for you, and then get them on the phone with whoever it is that you work with, and they'll help take it from there for you. All right, let's see here. Mabel don't weigh as much as she used to. Mabel. Okay.
Talking about picking up the phone.
Oh, Mabel. Okay, I got you.
Mabel.
I remember when I first got started, I was like, here, I'll make you guys feel better about yourself real quick. When I first got involved with crypto back in 2015, I was trying to explain it. I was literally on the phone with every single person for at least 45 minutes to an hour and a half, each person. By the end of the call, every single person I was like, but you guys just don't understand. I was so excited. I wanted to share everything. I was just throwing up verbiage on them. I was just spewing everything. And at the end of it, like, you're right. We don't have a clue what you're just talking about. And I actually found a video that I did. Remember, Jake, when we were launching Gala at the house? I actually found a video of me going around talking to people. And I went back in the back and I sit down and I started talking. I listened to it. I was like, no wonder nobody bought a Gala note from me. It was terrible, my pitch. But guys, that's the beauty of what we're doing. It's an ever learning. The more that you're in this, the more that you practice, though, the better you're going to get at it. But if you don't practice it and get out in front of people, you're never going to do it. But we're happy to help any of you guys. We've all been where you're at. And when you get to this other side where you can get it done, when I'm in the elevator and I go down the elevator, the time I land, I've already sold a node. I can sell a node. Literally, the waiter at the restaurant, node. My valet person, node. Everywhere I can go, I can close somebody usually within 2 minutes. So it's kind of crazy. So,
and that's the best thing is like this doesn't feel like like you've done traditional sales in the past, like in various products and services, but this doesn't feel like that. Like it's literally just sharing an interesting technology.
Sharing information. Sharing information. Yeah. I'm not selling anybody. Number one, they're attracted to my energy, my excitement, and my elevator pitch. That's it. And by the end of it, they're like, dude, how do I get involved with something like that? That's all. I'm not telling them anything about a node. I'm just saying, man, we're the largest blockchain development company in the world. We launched a little company called Gala. Who laughed? Oh, I'm sorry. And we did this and it did really, really well for me. Now I've helped a lot of people here in Vegas do extremely well. And I'm just really excited about it. Imagine if you could have here's one of the I'll give you another little nugget. When I talk to people, I said, imagine if you got involved with Amazon day one, and every time Amazon made an order and made a transaction, you got a little bitty piece off every single transaction. How well off would you be today? And everyone, I'm like, wow, I'd be done. I'd be retired. Guys, that's what you're sitting on right now. Every time there's a transaction on one of our blockchains, there's a gas fee. That gas fee goes up, and at the end of the day, it's split up and shared between our distribution of node owners. That is what you're sitting on. So imagine having a $50 billion company. We're not there yet. I'm not saying we'll get there. I'm just saying, imagine sitting on a $50 billion company, and every single transaction, there's a gas fee, and it's split up and the distribution goes out to everyone that owns a node. That is exactly what we do. So that's what people, if you could get your pitch down just talking about that right there, people are like, wow, I want some mailbox money like that. Great. There you go. All right, guys, it's 6:20. So we've been on an hour and a half. So we're going to call it a day today, but we're always here for you. We love you guys. We thank you guys. And next week we'll dive in a little bit more and get some updates. And if there's anything else you guys need to know, we're going to open a little bit more up for some questions and answers. Make sure you guys go and get you some Galvin so you're entered into the contest. And we'll go from there. So thank you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Remember, bring some friends. Whoever gets 3 friends or more, we're going to do a raffle and try to give away some crypto. Let's get it. The game is always on.
Have a good night.
Good night.